and welcome to English Language Club video lessons. This is the second part of if conditional sentences today. If is a conjunction and combines two parts of the sentence together. We'll see the construction and if condition 2 and if condition 3. Let's look at if condition 2 first. Look at our example and the construction of the sentence. The sentence has two parts and one part is past tense and the other is modal would. This kind of sentence describes something unreal, imaginary, and most of the time what we are talking about is impossible, like this one here. If I lived on the moon, I would be 20 kilos. If I lived on the moon, I would be 20 kilos. There is not much chance of that. If condition 2 describes something unreal, imaginary, and most of the time what we are talking about is impossible or very difficult to happen. Let's ask an if condition 2 question. If you had two heads, would you need a friend? If you had two heads, would you need a friend? We could answer this: if I had two heads, I wouldn't need anybody. If I had two heads, I wouldn't need anybody. This is another example. If you lied about something, would you feel guilty? If you lied about something, would you feel guilty? You might answer this: yes, if I lied, I would feel very guilty. Yes, if I lied, I would feel very guilty. Let's have another example. If your mom were very old, would you look after her? If your mom were very old, would you look after her? If you were a kind child, you would say, yes, if she were very old, I would look after her. If she were very old, I would look after her. This is the if condition 2 and it describes something unreal or imaginary. Let's look at if condition 3 now. Look at our example and the construction of the sentence. The sentence has two parts and one part is past perfect and the other part uses modal would have. This kind of sentence describes something unreal and refers to a real event like this one here. If I had studied, I would have passed my exam. If I had studied, I would have passed my exam. What is real is that I failed the exam, and what is imaginary is that I studied. Here we have a lady and she got up late. We could say that if she had slept early, she wouldn't have got up late. If she had slept early, she wouldn't have got up late. But she didn't and got up late. This is real. We also say this: if she hadn't got up late, she wouldn't have been late for work. If she hadn't got up late, she wouldn't have been late for work. We also say this: if she hadn't been late to work, she wouldn't have been fired. If she hadn't been late to work, she wouldn't have been tired. Here is a very sorry man who crashed his car. What could we say about that? We could say, if he hadn't driven fast, he wouldn't have crashed his car. If he hadn't driven fast, he wouldn't have crashed his car. Or something like this: if he hadn't taken alcohol, he wouldn't have driven fast. If he hadn't taken alcohol, he wouldn't have driven fast. Or perhaps ask a question like this: if he hadn't taken alcohol, would he have driven the car fast? This is the if condition 2, and it talks about something unreal and refers to a real event. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Just type EIC Sakarya and search or go to eic-sakarya.com for information on our courses and lessons, or call this number below. Until the next time, take care.